Good morning, everybody. It's time to turn the flashy lights on and hit the road. Last night, I had a flashy light that I had yesterday that wasn't working. I mean, it was working, but I couldn't turn it off. Well, I had to take the batteries out of it to turn it off. And this morning, it won't come back on. So, oh well. I guess we're relying on this little thing again today. That's just the way it is. Hello, Mr. Load. How are you doing today? My plans is to make it over to Wheeling, West Virginia today. It's only 473 miles. Now, if my permit comes in, I can go further. There's no big rush, right? Okay, we're ready to go. I made a video the other day about blessings and such, right? Apparently it made a few people mad. So I want to explain something to you. If you run around telling people you're ugly or you're fat or you're a loser or something like that, that'd be really mean, wouldn't it? You shouldn't even think thoughts like that. It works the other way for other people too. If you attribute their hard work to luck, it's kind of an insult, in my opinion. So I sure didn't mean anything about anybody or to anybody. I'll rewatch the video. I didn't find nothing wrong with it at all because I knew the premise that it was set under. And someone told me that I got where I was with luck. And that was kind of offensive. And even the guy that said that, he didn't mean it that way. But it slipped out of his mouth that way. And he's a good guy and I like him. But it still upset me, right? I have feelings too. And if you don't understand, if you think that I'm the type of person that would be that way, well, hell, whatever, right? Sometimes people like to take things in a bad way when they're not meant that way. I'm used to that. That's a human nature trait. I do feel lucky, and I do feel blessed for everything, but I know that I've also orchestrated everything and put a ton of hard work into everything I've done in my life, which I know that I'm going to eventually die of one thing or another, or old age, or whatever, hopefully old age, and it won't matter. I'll just be another guy in the ground that was lucky for a minute. And that's probably how people will look at it. You know, but people are born with things. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, I was born in a house with 9 kids, and it was a 400 square foot house. I didn't have anything. I didn't get anything. You know, as soon as I could go in the military to start my life, I did. And that's what I did. I started building my life on that day. Because I couldn't build a life with what I was given as a child. And my parents did the best they could. I never had any hard feelings that there wasn't, stuff for us or food for us or anything. As a matter of fact, as a child, I took initiative and raised a garden. And as soon as I was able to go out and start hunting, I started providing for my family back then. So I've been providing for my family since I was 13. As soon as I was able to get a job, I've been holding down 2 and 3 jobs all my life until I started trucking. So hard work it's all about hard work. It's not about playing. It's playing the Xbox, which they didn't have in my day, or playing football or any of that kind of stuff, because I had to give all that kind of stuff up as a kid. I couldn't do that. There just wasn't that opportunity. Now I made those opportunities for my kids, and I realized that I kind of spoiled my kids, giving them all them opportunities, and it hurt their growth. I think it put them, in my opinion, 10 years behind on their path because they were kind of given everything in the world. But these are just my opinions. They're certainly not meant to offend anyone or cause anxiety or be cause for argument. If I wanted to start an argument, I'd step up to your face and I'd say things to you that would be very direct, and you would know that those things was meant to hurt you, because they would be meant to fight. That's how I operate. There's no subliminal messages here. Let's get on down the road. It's time to make money.
You guys probably can't see it, but this poor guy's rode by 3 truck stops and the rest area, and he's got a flat down there. It's so bad he's dragging his rim on the ground. On the bright side, maybe the rest area, maybe the scales won't get him, but damn, I don't think there's any more truck stops he can stop and get that fixed before Indianapolis, and he's like 40 miles from Indy. Maybe he's trying to make it to the yard, I don't know. Oh, here comes the Loves. Hopefully he'll be able to pull in there and get it fixed. I can't say I haven't done the same thing, because I have. But damn it, I sure hate to get a ticket for something like that. It's always a puzzle, isn't it? When I was training, I'd tell people, this is the rule for this is the rule for that, that's the rule for this. And then I'd turn around and do something different, and they'd be like, well, you just told me that. And I'd be like, well, yeah, but there's an exception to every rule that we have out here. And I don't mean the laws, I just mean the way you do things, right? The way you do something on a sunny day might be different than the way you do it on a rainy day, or a snowy day, or a foggy day. So it's always a little bit of everything. Like my cracked windshield, everybody's over there crying about. It's below my line of sight, and if it keeps growing, I'll have to get it changed. But I'm hoping that I can last. It's October the 24th today. If I can last another month, I'll probably be at home because of Corona, and I got to go in the shop and get some oversized lights put on, and I'm hoping to get it fixed then. But I think in all likelihood it'll just grow, and I'll have to get it fixed way before then. Especially if I get some crazy DOT officer that, but like yesterday, the guy that DOT'd me, he didn't worry about it because it was on the passenger side and below the line of sight. But hey, I might get somebody that might feel differently about it and be like, I'm going to write you a ticket, son. Please don't call me son, Mr. DOT man. Whoever you are. Sometimes life gives you broken windows, and sometimes it gives you Cheerios or whatever. Something else you really got to worry about with these oversized loads is following their routing, right? The routing they give you might be totally crazy, you're thinking, but like yesterday when I had to take, when the girl took that detour, it was because there was a bridge there and it was 9.6 wide. 9.6 wide's tight on any day, right? But when you're 10.6 wide, you're not going to make it through the bridge. You're just going to tear some stuff up and get yourself in big trouble. It's the same way over here in Indianapolis. Indiana has really good permits. They're just straightforward and easy to read. It says take 74 all the way across the state till you get to Indianapolis, jump on 465, and then it says stay in the middle lane. They don't want you switching lanes, from the slow lane back and forth. So they say stay in the middle lane. I'm going to stay in the middle lane because it is safer as far as merging and unmerging and remerging traffic. But what it's going to be is I'm going to be in the middle lane surrounded by vehicles, and I'm going to be over the lines on both sides of the road. So it's going to be a little bit scary for the four-wheelers and for myself. And like I told you, the truck drivers, they don't see my oversized. They just try to push up into me or something like that, right? And then I know that when I get to Ohio, I'm going to have to stop in all the way stations because that's one of Ohio's requirements. And I still haven't checked to see if they updated me or not. That updated West Virginia permit where I can run on let you guys know when I check my permits on somewhere over in Ohio. Well, I've stopped over here at the 156B on 70 just before you go into Ohio. I've got to check my permits because there's going to be some road changes over here due to construction. And I got to check, see if I got my updated West Virginia permits so I can run. I'm down to about 500 miles or something like that now. If I can run through West Virginia, I'll be down to about 200 miles, or 300 at the mile straight. So it's looking pretty good. And I gotta get some food. Oh, there's dogs next to me, and they're looking at me. Hi, dogs. Let's go wake up the girl and disturb her a little bit, 'cause that's what I do. Okay, I woke the girl up, everybody. See what I get to put up with. Look at this hat.
What is wrong with this
She
hat?
said that because she's not a supermodel, she can dress silly as she wants.
That's right. And you know what? It is cold and warmth trumps. Oh, I get to look cool.
Golly.
Like I ever look cool.
Well, I just don't know what to say about your attire sometimes. The shirt's wonderful. And look at your mask. She's got a mask. It's got skulls all over it. How did I end up so lucky?
I don't know. You're blessed.
That's it. We discussed that. We're blessed. All right, this is the end of the day, guys. I'm right on the border, and it's too dark to go on. I did get my permit for West Virginia. Somebody is walking the dogs. It's only 56 and windy. And everything looks good again. I might let the girl drive tomorrow again, or I might not. I'm not sure. Is that sexist of me? It might be. But there's nothing else to do but relax and take it easy the rest of the night. And start with the sunrise again. But I still don't have my Maryland permit either. And I don't know if I'm going to get it. I put in another request for it. And the company that does it for me, I ain't heard nothing from them yet other than it's pending. I really don't want it to be pending too long. Yeah, good enough. So, let's go in.
Your mama say you had little man syndrome. You want to bite her?
Yes, that's exactly why I said he has little man syndrome. Because he wants to bite me and Walter and everybody else.
Look how sweet he is.
He's not sweet.
He's sweet.
He's a dick.